Hey guys, Semvis here, and we're going to do meals in a minute for gamers. We're going to teach you how to make nice, delicious oatmeal cake. All right, so here I've got all the ingredients you're going to need. One baby kitty is around 6,000 calories, so you can just consume this if you'd like. But if you want to be more ethical and maybe cut the calories a little bit, well, these are some of the ingredients you'll need. So we got gluten-free oats. They can be any oats. I just find these digest a little bit better, personally. Protein powder. All you need is one you like. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just get a nice isolate that you enjoy the flavor of. That's the most important part. If you do not enjoy your protein powder, this meal sucks. Do not eat this meal. So if you like your protein powder, it's going to be good. If you don't, maybe skip this. Almond butter or peanut butter for your fats, healthy fat sources. Almond butter is a little bit superior. Cocoa, I just have this if you like to make your oatmeal cake a little bit darker tasting. I prefer that personally, and I find the chocolate proteins are just never dark enough. They're a little bit too sweet for me, so I like to make them a little bit more bitter. Cinnamon, not necessary, but I like to add a little bit of cinnamon to most of my oatmeal type meals. Salt, I like to add a little bit of salt. I really think it's important to add salt to all your meals. And if you make all this stuff with natural ingredients, there's not much sodium. You know, in oatmeal here, we got 10 milligrams of sodium, one milligram for the day. Then you might have a little bit in your oats or in your protein powder, sorry. Yeah, like 170 milligrams. So you're really, there's not a lot of salt in here. And if you're someone that's eating a lot of processed food, you might not need a lot of salt, but sodium does help you perform better, I promise. So we got a couple other options. We got some Truvia, just low calorie sweetener stuff. You can buy these drops. The English toffee one's the best in my opinion. Different countries, different stores have different stuff, but if you want to flavor your oats a little bit more, you can. So now we got all our ingredients, and I'll show you how to make it. So I personally put the oatmeal on the stovetop. I just throw a little bit of salt in there. I don't measure it, just a little bit. Add like 500 milligrams to a gram of salt. Usually you don't taste it, don't worry. Once there's too much water and stuff, it just kind of like mellows out. By the time you're done making this, you won't even notice it. So while this is cooking, either in the microwave or on the pot, I come over here. I have my whey measured out, 70 grams here. So what I do is while that's cooking, which won't be long, you measure out your whey. And I say about half the water to the whey ratio. So if you did, for me, this is 70 grams of protein, which is like 92 grams of whey. It's like almost 3 scoops. I take a little bit of water. I'll put like 45 grams of water in there. And you might be laughing, oh, he's measuring out the water. It matters. If you put too little water, it's not going to work. And if you put too much water, it's just going to turn into like a soup. And the whole point of this meal is to make it taste a little bit more fun, and you're basically just going to mash it up. So it's going to get hard, and it's not going to look like it's working, but you gotta bear with it. You just got to keep going, keep mashing it up. And obviously, if you use too little water, you can add in more, but I'll just say try your best to mash it up as much as you can into a paste. So smaller bowls generally work a little bit better. So I'm going to add a tiny bit more water. And yeah, so you're just going to keep mashing it up. And I'm doing a terrible job demonstrating this, but hey, you get to watch me. There we go. So, there. Honestly, don't forget to stir your oats. All right, so we got the oatmeal made. We got the whey paste finally completed. This was a difficult task. I'm going to use banana and almond butter, but like I said, you can use peanut butter, you could use blueberries, strawberries, the fruit added. You don't have to use fruit. You can just do oatmeal and protein powder. None of this is really necessary. You can change and kind of mess with it yourself. So like if I was doing a vanilla whey, then I think strawberries and blueberries go really well with it. Obviously with chocolate, I like bananas. So total calories this meal, I'm not entirely sure, but it's 75 carbs, 70 protein, and around 15 grams of fat here. So what I like to do is I take the almond butter, and obviously I weigh everything, and I kind of like drizzle the almond butter on here, so around 26 grams of almond butter is like around 14, 15 grams of fat. I'm bulking right now, so if things are a little off, it's all good. So yeah, we're gonna do 26 grams right there. So I just do that, and then I'll just kind of like smear that on top, kind of get it all over the oats. Then I take the whey paste and I kind of like drizzle it on. You're going to have a lot less protein than I will, most likely, because my protein is really high. So you might be like, "Oh my god!" And you can mess with the thickness, like I said. So I really like it being a lot thicker, personally. But if you want yours a little bit runnier, I like, with the thicker it is, the more flavor you're going to get. The more kick you're going to get from your protein powder. So this one's a very sticky protein powder. I haven't actually used this one in a while. I ran out of my other one, which is a little bit creamier. So yeah, we're going to take the whey paste, and you just kind of got to scoop it out. Now this process probably seems like it takes a lot longer than it does, but once you get it down, it literally takes 2 seconds, because while it's in the microwave, you do the whey paste, and then I just kind of like smear that on there. Then you kind of got like the bananas. You put the bananas on top, or the fruit. Bam. Now you have like a chocolate almond butter banana cake. And voila. And then if you'd like I said, you could put the coffee drops in the oatmeal. I would put them in first and stir it around. If you really have like a sugar craving or something, I don't normally do this all the time, but you can like drizzle some stevia on top, some sweetener. Sorry? Truvia, whichever one you like. It doesn't have to be a certain one. And then once you got that set up, you're going to eat it in 3 seconds, because it's super easy, and you can play your games, and you can wash it down with a Freshka, Diet Coke. I'm all about the artificial sweeteners.
Sugar-free Freshka.
Sugar-free Freshka. Yeah, I just figured about this the other day. Really liking it, maybe because it's new. I don't know. And then if you want to actually help stabilize the carbs a little bit more, you could take berberine with a meal. This is not necessary at all, but it's what I do. And then also, I like to take digestive enzymes as well, because I don't have a gallbladder. It helps me digest things a little bit easier, especially when I'm eating a lot of food. So, meals in a minute. Look at that. Bam. You can put this in the fridge. You can put it in Tupperware. You can have it waiting for you. It doesn't have to be fresh. I think both work personally. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it.